This calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Bilderberg Group. The Bilderberg Group. When the world's wealthiest individuals hold secret meetings, it's time to pay attention. The Bilderberg Group.
Când mai am pe caseta asta.
This is The third round of austerity measures being pushed through by the Greek government. It's conditional, of course, on them getting hold of this IMF EU loan, which is crucial if Greece is not to go bankrupt. Now, in terms of the detail, what we're looking at is cuts to public sector pay, further cuts. Public sector workers have already experienced a 20% drop in their salaries in many cases. The age of retirement is also going to rise as well for most Greeks in the public sector. 10% rise in duty on alcohol and tobacco. VAT, sales tax, is likely to rise to 23% as well. It was originally 19%, then moved up to 21% in the last round of austerity measures, but now it's at 23%. We're also seeing as well that new legislation is going to be passed to make labour laws more flexible in the private sector. That will mean that jobs can be shed more easily, so we're likely to see unemployment rising. Also, the kind of copper-bottomed guarantee to public sector jobs. If you had a job in the civil service prior to these austerity measures, it would be guaranteed for life. That will no longer be the case under new legislation that's likely to be passed. Now, the Greek government obviously has to put this before Parliament, but it's almost certain that it will go through. The Prime Minister, George Papandreou, has a majority. It's also supported by the New Democracy Party, the centre-right conservative grouping in the Parliament as well.
Monument. But now the Acropolis is being used as a platform for ongoing demonstrations against the government's austerity measures. Around 100 communist protesters breached security at the Athens landmark, calling for anti-government demos across Europe. Tourists didn't seem fazed by the demonstration, and the police didn't attempt to intervene. It comes after Greece sealed a deal with the International Monetary Fund and the European Union, enabling a multi-billion euro bailout to aid the debt-stricken country. One European Central Bank Council member said the record €110 billion bailout had improved market conditions and that there was no risk of a Eurozone collapse. But it seems not everyone is convinced. The euro and European stocks fell on early trading. The unrest in Greece is certainly showing no signs of ending. 48-hour strikes by the country's main public sector union also began on Tuesday. Teachers at both public and private schools didn't attend classes, forcing some schools to shut down completely. They say they fear spending cuts in education, an area where staff say wages are already too low.
We want to work with dignity. Teachers are feeling blackmailed by the fact that there will be layoffs, which will also have a negative effect on the students.
Fears that other Eurozone countries, such as Spain and Portugal, could soon follow Greece also remain very real. Both their credit ratings were downgraded just last week. Anna McIntosh, Reuters.
Για τη μείωση κατά το ίμιση του δημόσιου ελλείμματος των ανεπτυγμένων κρατών μέχρι το 2013 και τη σταθεροποίηση των δικτών του χρέους προς παραγωγή έως το 2016, δεσμεύτηκαν οι ηγέτες των 20 πιο ανεπτυγμένων και ανεπτυσσόμενων οικονομιών του πλανήτη που συναντήθηκαν στο Τορόντο του Καναδά. Προτεραιότητα των ηγετών της G-20, όπως αναφέρουν στην τελική ανακοίνωσή τους, είναι να ενισχύσουν την παγκόσμια ανάκαμψη.
There was a great convergence between our views. Of course, we all want growth. Growth is the key. We need sustainable growth.
Στην διήμερη συνεδρίαση, ωστόσο, δεν κατάφερε να γεφυρωθεί το χάσμα ανάμεσα στις Ηνωμένες Πολιτείες από τη μία και στη Μεγάλη Βρετανία και τη Γερμανία από την άλλη. Ο Αμερικανός πρόεδρος Μπαράκ Ομπάμα επέμεινε στην ανάπτυξη μέσω της αύξησης των δαπανών, ενώ ο Βρετανός πρωθυπουργός και η Γερμανίδα καγκελάριος υποστήριξαν τη μείωση των δαπανών.
The agreement thrashed out at the summit to halve public debt by 2013 is also a triumph for Germany.
That for some countries, consolidation is not an alternative to growth. It is actually the basis of getting the confidence that will make that growth sustainable.
Όσον αφορά στις χρηματοοικονομικές συναλλαγές, οι ηγέτες συμφώνησαν οι χώρες μέλη των G20 που το επιθυμούν να επιβάλλουν φόρους στις τράπεζές τους, απορρίπτοντας ωστόσο τις εκκλήσεις για την επιβολή παγκόσμιου φόρου.
Consumers must be protected. In short, we have to do everything in our power to avoid a repeat of the recent financial crisis.
Μεγαλύτερη προσπάθεια από τις χώρες των G20 ζήτησε ο επικεφαλής του Διεθνούς Νομισματικού Ταμείου, Ντομινίκ Στροσκάν.
Most of the G20 countries have to start in 2011, that's what they have planned, to begin in implementing medium-term fiscal consolidation, trying not to harm growth in the short term.